let's talk about this Z1 Aluminum Undershroud. But first, before I even talk about the Z1 Aluminum Undershroud, I have to talk about TBW. TBW Performance. Two Booth Willie. Um, I've been in the Infinity game since since 2008. And so from the old Nico forums, I think it's still there. Nico forums are still there. But I used to always, you know, be on that forum a whole lot. And I got to uh, talk to TBW a lot on that forum. He probably remembers me, Kdro or KMcKiss1029 on that forum. That was me. I was the gold sedan that was always going to the drag strip and doing car things with the car. But anyway, he was the first person that I knew that came out with a undershroud for the Infinity product. I think he supports Subaru and some other, which one? Subaru and something else. But anyway, he's the first person I know that did the undershroud. So I just wanted to shout that out. So the question y'all gonna ask is, well, how come you didn't get it from him? Well, so I'm a track guy. I like going to the track as much as possible. And if you seen any of my videos, you know the name of the game at the track is thermal management. I got a video. I think I count how many times I say that. Check out that track video. But his particular undershroud is not really optimized for VR30 with a oil cooler, with the front mount oil cooler. So that's why I didn't get his. But if you got a uh, 3.7 or you got a premium or even one of those weird sport models that don't really have all the sport stuff on it. Basically, if you don't have the front mount oil cooler, then his undershroud to me is perfectly fine. He got ventilation, everything just like Z1, the patch just like Z1. I'm not sure if it's as thick as Z1's. I'm not sure, but um, it would be a viable alternative to Z1 if you didn't want to get the Z1 one. TBWperformance.com. I just wanted to shout that out. I don't do usually talk about shout out no particular companies and stuff like that unless I purchased it, but you know, and not sponsored or anything because I like to be able to just say what I want to say and not have to worry about offending nobody. So anyway, I just want to say to me, he's the OG. So I want to make sure he was mentioned before I start talking about the Z1 aluminum undershroud. All right, so as far as the Z1 undershroud, if you saw my unboxing video, my very first initial impression was it's pretty thick. I didn't expect it to have that thickness on it and to be so rigid. I thought it was gonna be, maybe slightly thicker than the plastic one, and just be, something better than plastic. But as thick as that thing is, I really believe if you actually hit something or something hit that, it would, reduce the damage that you would normally get. If not, just stop it, depending on what hit up under your car. So I mean, that particular intended purpose, I think they hit that on the mark. Then the one of the main reasons I ended up getting the Z1 one was because they actually took in consideration the Red Sports oil cooler, the front mount oil cooler, and that to me, if you heard me say this before, is the most important cooler on the car, and it's nicely little pattern. and holes to let air escape from that front mount oil cooler on the red sports and most of the sport models. So that to me was just too important to avoid. So I that was the main reason why I got it. As far as it has some vents on it, and it looks to vent some of the hot air that's in the engine bay, and I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, the normal plastic undershroud that comes with the car, it has the vents for the front mount oil cooler, but they're kind of small and don't perfectly line up with it. But it is venting it. But now you got oversized vents on it for that, for venting the front mount oil cooler. And then the normal vents in the back are the way they vented it and curved it towards the back. Um, it lets the air out, but also lets air go up under the car. And Infinity Design, all the G's and the Q's, they are what they call, zero lift cars. So they really, if you drive pretty fast on a highway or go to the track, you'll see that these cars are very stable um, under higher speeds. And part of it is the cars actually do have some aerodynamic considerations to it. And this undershroud seems to not kill that where how they did the vents. You keep that. You see most cars these days are flat bottom, and the flat bottom is for aerodynamics. And now with their undershroud, you can definitely keep that flat bottom, and while still venting hot air from the engine. Those downpipes and any heat that's coming through your radiator and heat exchanger in general is getting stuck up under the engine. That's why the stock intake is sealed. So because they know that all that air is getting stuck up under there, and you don't want your engine to breathe in all that hot air. So that's why for you guys who leave the intakes open inside the engine bay, you are breathing in hot air. Yeah, it's a VR30. It is a turbo. The heat exchanger is going to bring down the temperature, but you starting off at a higher temperature that the heat exchanger has to deal with. So you want to start off with the lowest temperatures you can get, and then that heat exchanger can get it down even lower. Anyway, so going off on a tangent there, but I got to run the undershroud for about a week or two now. I even took it to track day, Little Talladega. The video will be up, or it might be up when this video is up, or coming soon. I already edited it, already have it rendered. It's just a matter of uploading it. But I took it to that track day. No problems out of it. No oil temp issues. Car ran like a champ all day. No timing pull. No nothing. So it didn't hurt anything. I'm assuming it helped with any venting of air out of the engine bay. So overall, I would give it a high recommendation. If you have a VR30 Red Sport, the Z1 Undershroud to me is on the way to go. But if you don't have a Red Sport or you don't have a sport model with the front mount oil cooler, then once again, I gotta say, make sure you check out TBW. You might like his design better. He has a more of like an angular slash event. Some people might like that more than what Z1's more corporate, very to the point, purpose driven look that they have on theirs. So, and then thickness might be the same, or Z1 could be thicker. I don't know. So that part I don't know. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the Z1 Undershroud. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It's on there.